It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Madelaine McNeill with Hunter News. With the mercury set to rise well into the 30s across the Greater Hunter today, the Rural Fire Service has issued a total fire ban for the region. There is a very high fire risk for the region. Residents can check the Rural Fire Service website for a complete list of prohibited activities. Anyone caught doing the wrong thing will be penalised. Almost 500 Lake Macquarie residents have written to council opposing the installation of a mobile phone tower at Glendale. The mobile base station, slated for council land on Reservoir Road, is one of a number planned to boost coverage for the Optus and Vodafone networks across the Hunter. Council is currently assessing the development application for the project. Police say a large bundle of keys stolen from a ute at Jesmond are very valuable to a number of worksites across the state's western region. More than 60 keys were taken from the vehicle parked at a Newcastle Road car park on Wednesday night. The theft followed attempts to steal a Subaru wagon from the same car park. Newcastle police say the keys may have been dumped nearby and want to hear from anyone who believes they found them. A report mapping economic disadvantage across the state has listed 17 suburbs in the Hunter with poverty rates greater than the state average. Lemon Tree Passage and Tanilba Bay, Cessnock and Raymond Terrace all have poverty rates higher than 20%. Data for the statistical area covering Jesmond and Shortland shows 27% of residents are living below the poverty line, more than twice the state average of 13.3%. A man has told Newcastle police he used a slingshot located in his backpack to protect himself from swooping magpies and plovers. Officers charged the man with possessing a prohibited weapon after they found the slingshot and lead sinkers inside the bag. He'll face court in December. A Newcastle PhD candidate will continue her research on the health of local coastal environments thanks to a new scholarship. The University of Newcastle's invested in a $5 million fund to support research students and retain talent locally through career pathways. Rosie Hart says it's a privilege to represent the university.
The University of Newcastle is just a fantastic place to study. I actually came here from Sydney, so I adopted Newcastle as my city, and I can't speak highly enough of the city and of the university. So it's a real thrill and a privilege to be able to continue representing the university in years to come as well.
The Let It Pour campaign is raising funds this weekend at Newcastle's pubs and clubs to raise money for drought-affected areas. The campaign is donating to farmers doing it tough by providing everything from feed and water for livestock and school supplies for children. Great Northern Brewing Co.'s Antonia Cherchari said it's a way to give back to regional Australia.
Absolutely. We are a brand that was always been supported by regional Australia, and they've stuck with us for a long time. They were the first to pick us up and try us. And so now that they're doing it tough, we feel it's our duty and our job to give back to the people who have supported us for a long time. It's something very small that we can do to lend a hand.
2NURFM Sport.
Jets midfielder Ben Kantarovski and keeper Luis Italiano will return to the squad for tomorrow's A-League clash with Adelaide. Both players missed the season opener last week. Kantarovski was out for niggling injuries. Italiano was serving a one-match ban after being handed a red card in Newcastle's last meet-up with the Reds in the FFA Cup. Amid rumours the Knights are trying to offload playmaker Mason Lino, the 5'8" is determined to prove himself. His manager Stan Martin says the 25-year-old likes Newcastle and wants a chance to play for head coach Adam O'Brien next season. Meanwhile, fellow Knight David Klemmer will run out for the Kangaroos tonight in their World Cup test against New Zealand. Hunter-raised hockey star Mariah Williams will line up for the Australian women's team against Russia tonight as they aim to book a spot at the Tokyo Olympics. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 19, 11, 1, 24, 7, 12 and 30, and the Powerball number is 7. 2NURFM News Time is 26 to 9.